Hello everybody, Γεια σας, τι κάνετε? Today I'm going to show you how to barbecue an octopus. I've got an octopus ready here which has been picked up from the seafood shop earlier today. It's actually a large octopus and it's half an octopus here, so you can see there's only 4 legs and the head. I've given it a rinse. The secret to what I'm going to show you today is preparing it for the barbecue by the charcoal. So because this octopus is it's got large tentacles, I don't want to cook it too long on a charcoal because you'll actually end up with a lot of burnt little tentacles everywhere. What I'll do to avoid that is I'll prepare it in a pot of boiling water, which I'll show you now, and a bit of red wine. So really all I'm going to do now is boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes in some water and red wine, and we'll then come back to stage 2. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, the pot's been simmering for a while now, so I don't want it to be boiling before I put it in, but I will. First of all, grab the octopus and throw it in whole. There you go. And I will grab the red wine now. And as you can see, it's Christmas time here it's Christmas Eve 2016 here in Australia, and you have to have your Christmas bottle of red wine as well. Red wine, just add about a cup. Okay, it doesn't have to be too much because we're not going to cook it totally inside this pot. This is just to let it simmer through and prepare it for... Okay, the octopus has been taken off the boil and it's been cooked for about 5 to 10 minutes, probably around the 10-minute mark. So as you can see, it's not fully cooked, but what we're going to do now is get it ready for the barbecue, which I've got ready. The charcoals are there. It's an adjustable barbecue, so you can control the heat. And the secret with this, let's wait for this plane to pass, but the secret is it's about half a cup of lemon juice, half a cup of olive oil, and I put about 3 pinches or 3 large pinches of oregano. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's just extra taste. So what you do with this is you just give it a good stir, so it all blends. And what we're going to be doing with this is marinating the octopus in a minute when I put it on the grill, but we'll give it another stir in a sec. So what I'll do now is I'll put the octopus on here, and as you can see, it's still quite warm. The best way to prepare this is actually, what I typically do is I cut the legs. Cut into sections, so you can do this actually before you put it on. Really, let's put these in before it gets too hot. We'll start. And the head here is starting to get a bit warm, so I'll just get my tongs. The reason I separated is at the end of it, I'm gonna put these legs in a bowl full of marinade, and it'll be more like a meze. Okay, and I'll just chop it up a little bit. So what we do now is we get the marinade and you baste it. This is basically the same marinade I use on my souvlaki or on my pork chops, anything you want. Usually it's a very standard Greek basting for barbecuing. traditional Greek, lemon, olive oil and oregano. Okay, we'll let this cook a bit longer and we'll come back. We've been cooking for about 25 minutes now. Unfortunately the rain started, so I'll start demonstrating how I'm going to take off the smaller pieces and let the longer pieces cook longer. So right now I've cut, as you can see, I've cut the octopus legs in smaller pieces, and all these pieces here, they're beautiful, they're tender. I take them off because they're thin, they cook quicker. And remember that we've already cooked this octopus. We've already cooked the octopus inside the pot for a while, so they're cooked throughout. And what I do is I basically put these pieces on. The head I just toss it here, but I think that's the majority of the things. And now I'll start preparing those ones. I'll start chopping these up because they're going to come up soon. And as you can see, the legs go from thin to thick, and the last that comes off will be these thicker pieces at the end. But the way, when this is complete, this meal, you'll see that they're all going to be little individual pieces, small, tasty. They're going to be marinated in beautiful lemon or lemon, olive oil and oregano. And we'll come back in a minute after I start. Okay, the octopus has cooked. The rain has set in, unfortunately. Basically, if you look at the pieces, I've chopped them all up into small chunk sizes like that. You can see each piece, they probably cook for another, say, 15 to 20 minutes after the last shot. So once the pieces are cooked throughout, they're not jellyish, it's done. Now all you have to do is very simple. Grab yourself an ouzo. Enjoy. Merry Christmas, everyone.